Jeff Trombetta from the University of New Haven in Connecticut, and today I'm going to show you how to make crab and shrimp fritters. I'm going to make them in a traditional way with a beer batter and baking powder to help leaven it. I'm going to pan fry them as opposed to deep fry. I'm going to make a nice presentation on some artichoke bottoms with a little bit of tomato salsa. So let's get started. We're going to make the batter and the fritter batter. And we get our dry mix together. That's about a cup of flour. I'm going to put a teaspoon and a half of, and a little bit for good measure, of baking powder. Because baking powder, you can see I'm at the end of the can. It's been open a while. And it loses its oomph. And I want to make sure they leaven. Otherwise, I'm going to have something very dense and like lead. Salt. For pepper, which will help give it some color, I'm going to put a little bit of this chili paste. I'm going to mix it with the eggs. So let's mix our dry. So we have 2 whole eggs that we're mixing with our chili paste. So we add our egg. I know I'm going to add about 2 ounces of beer. So let's kind of get that together. I could see it's going to be a little dry. I don't want it too loose either. That's pretty good consistency. Like a pancake, all right? Like a pancake batter. Now don't overmix it, just so there's no lumps, because if you overmix it, you're going to develop the gluten of the flour and you're going to make it a little tough. A lot of shrimp, because, and this is the crab, the shrimp is pre-cooked. Don't be cheap, because what I want here is the batter to bind the, let's put some parsley in there, that always looks good, just some fresh herbs. Don't crush up the crab. Keep it kind of chunky. It flakes and shreds very easily. And you can see this mixture, it's full of shellfish, crab and shrimp. And that's what's going to make a good fritter. Actually, I'm going to even put more crab in there. Just like a crab cake. I don't buy crab cakes unless they're meaty. I don't want something really full of breading, doughy type mixture. I want to taste and the crab and the shrimp. This is going to be perfect. My oil is hot enough. If you look on the side, it's got to look a little wavy, but not smoking. This oil looks about perfect right before it's smoking. I'm just going to kind of let it fall. About a half spoon. Let them fall naturally. Whatever, you know, don't try to flatten them. Don't try to make them round. Now I'm cooling down my pan, so I better turn it up. I didn't want to lose my heat by adding so I'm just kind of, don't make them too big, but leave them alone. That's a big one. We're going to flip them carefully. It's like baking cookies. Look at the edges. Try to see when it browns. And when it browns, flip it over and let the other side cook. Remember, you have egg in here. The egg and and you have flour. They both need to cook. While that's cooking, I am going to start to warm up my artichoke. While that's cooking, I am going to start to warm up my artichoke and my tomatoes. So let's flip this because this one's ready, I could tell. See that color? You're looking for color. This one's ready, I could tell. Come on, there you go. It's like turning pancakes. Go easy. Tilt the pan to help you so you don't splash. These are perfect color. I'm very happy with these. What we're going to do here is we're going to start to warm up our artichoke bottoms. That's going to go, the fritter is going to go on top of these. You know, by now I love my herbs. I just think they bring a whole new dimension. They add complexity and character, and plus I love fried sage and butter. Tomato. How much tomato? Try to 5 extra. Nothing wrong with some cooked tomato. I'm cooking it all together, but I am going to separate out the artichokes, and then I'll use the tomato part as a sauce. I want to make sure the flour and the eggs are cooked in the center. Okay, they're all browning nicely. So we take a little plate, take a towel, and if I have a white spot, I'm going to go back over and get the white spot, and that also ensures the center is cooked. And let's season the tomato. When you season the tomato with salt, what happens is it releases moisture. The salt draws out the moisture, and it makes a little sauce. These are our little shrimp and crab fritters. We'll warm them in our slow oven. Just keep them, hold them warm. It's a good idea to have a nice 200-degree oven. That's the beauty of having two ovens. So we're going to be setting up our plate. Pull our artichokes out so I can lay my tomatoes down on the plate. And then the artichoke's going to go down on the tomatoes. Okay. Mix it all up. A little lemon won't hurt. It is seafood. Lemon always goes good with seafood. Now, we're going to put it on the plate, just like that. Spread it around a little bit. We'll call it decoration. Customer doesn't have to eat it. Okay, so let's put our artichokes down. And this is going to be a family-style platter. What I'm doing is just, I think it looks nice, and I have it. We're going to have a spinach leaf under each artichoke, and we'll put one in the middle. Check out your spacing. Now we take our fritter. Look at that. We'll try to arrange it rustic. I like when the fritters look like this, kind of crooked and ugly, but they look natural. They're not preformed like something you might purchase in a store. And we're gonna put a little bit of lemon around that. There we go. And on top of that, put our chive sticks. There we go. So let's cut into these because I want to show you how laden it is with shrimp. And open it up and look. But you have the white crab and the red shrimp. Let's taste this crab and shrimp fritter. I'm going to try to put a little bit of sauce on here, just like that. And I'm going to be looking for the crab and shrimp flavor. I would be delighted to get this in a restaurant or someone's home. Crab and shrimp fritter on artichoke bottoms with a little bit of bed of tomato sauce. I'm Chef Jeff Trombetta from the University of New Haven in Connecticut.